guys, welcome back. So today I'm actually going to talk about the lineage of this pigeon. I recently acquired 5 more birds, and they're also medium distance birds. We could take a look at their wing. They don't have that indent in the middle. Their wings aren't that long. So again, medium distance birds. So I actually have their lineage, their paperwork and stuff, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But I just want to talk quickly about these birds, and I want to build the series, and I'm going to call it Building a Champion, right? Again, I don't race birds. I don't know enough about racing birds, but I do think that in order to have a good racing stock, you need to start with some foundation birds with good genetics, and then you go from genetics to training, nutrition, and just a basic husbandry of the birds to make sure they're good champion line birds, right? So the thing about genetics, at least the way I think, is genetics just means that the bird is going to be willing and able to finish a race compared to a bird where the genetics are not as good. They might not be willing to finish the race, but the rest of it comes into training and nutrition and so on. So with that said, this is a one of the hens. I actually got 5 of them. I got hens and cocks. And I'll show you their lineage work. I'm not going to grab all of them. It's freezing outside, so I'm actually inside the house trying to stay warm with them. But yeah, if you take a look at her, she's got a good wing structure here. Definitely a medium distance bird. You can see the distance inside here, right? Showing you, good, again, I feel like it's good wing structure. It's got good eye structure on her. I don't know if you can see it really clearly while I'm trying to hold her beak down. Um, the tail looks pretty good. She might be molting. I see some new feathers coming in on the tail. Overall, good balance on the bird. At least it feels to me like the bird's got good balance. Her tail doesn't go straight up when I lean forward, but it doesn't go down either. Um, the bird itself, she's kind of like a medium-sized bird compared to the cocks. The cocks are much bigger, but yeah, I think overall the cocks are always going to be a little bit bigger than the hens. But yeah, she's pretty good. She's very alert and kind of knows what's going on. Eye structure looks good. Wing structure looks good. She's got good muscle formation in the chest, which is going to help with our movement, our wing movement. Um, Other than that, she's fairly calm. She's a little freaked out that we're out of the loft and inside the house, but yeah, she looks good. All right, so I'm gonna put this video on pause, and then I'll pull out their lineage paperwork, and I'll show you what I'm working with as far as genes and genetics, and then from there, once they start breeding, once we pair them up and they breed, we'll go through the whole cycle of raising the birds, nutrition, training, flying. We're not going to do a race, but I don't know. Maybe we will do a race in the future. I don't. I just don't have the equipment yet. Also, I built a kit box where we're going to use the race team. We're going to train the race team. And all right. So let me put this video on pause, and I will continue once I grab all the paperwork on their lineage. All right, I'll hold on. All right, I'm back with the lineage paperwork, right? So the hen that we're looking at was this one. I covered up the loft where it came from. I don't know if there's rules against this or not. So I was like, let me just be safe, put a piece of tape over it. But if you look carefully, this is the line of the bird, the strain of the bird, right? Hofkin, I'm probably pronouncing it off. It's definitely I googled it. They're medium-sized birds. I was right on that. And then my other birds are also medium-sized birds. I don't know which one I'm gonna breed them. How I'm gonna breed them as of yet. I just want to kind of see if there's like an imbalance on the bird or something, and I could pair it up with another bird that has the opposite imbalance to try to make a cleaner child or an offspring. But Again, it's a lot of guesswork, to be honest with you, or maybe I'll just leave them alone, let them pair up by themselves. Here's the different paperwork of the different ones that I acquired. Again, the whole idea of the genetics. I don't know if I wouldn't say genetics wins or loses races, but genetics definitely helps. With the ability of the bird to finish a race, right? So, we might be able to capture a wild homing pigeon and train it, and it might do just as well as a bird with good genetics. But a bird with good genetics generally means that these are birds that are finishing races. I'm not saying they're winning or anything, but they're definitely probably finishing races. So, step one, if we could at least finish the race. That's a good start. And then from after we finish the race, then we move on to, trying to place in a race or win a race. And that's really, I think, more about training and nutrition and so on. And, making sure they're healthy and strong, able to fly the distance that we need them to fly and so on. They're definitely, it's definitely going to take a good amount. There's going to be a good amount of learning for me. I think what I need to do next is really focus on record keeping. So, once I start breeding them, I could have whatever foundation birds I'm using to show how I mix them, and then see what kind of results I get from the mixture of the two foundation birds, and then make a mix for them as far as nutrition goes. So when I'm training them, try to figure out the timing of how long it takes them to get back to the loft after their release, and what I'm feeding them. This way, if I do end up doing a race, I want to make sure I give them the right food so they have enough carbohydrates and energy to finish out the race at maximum speed without slowing down or getting disoriented or anything like that. So this is going to be my first attempt at trying to get some racing birds ready for a race. Not that I don't plan on racing as of right now. Maybe in the future I'll try it. I don't have the equipment, but at least it'll be a good learning experience for me on how to train the birds and get them ready, and figure out the nutritional value of what seed gives them the best ability. Seeds for medication like fenugreek, I understand, really helps with digestion. You got hemp seeds, which is good on protein. You got safflower, corn to keep them warm. So there's a whole ton of functions of the different seeds within their food. So I just gotta kind of experiment and learn as I go. All right, so I hope you enjoyed my video. I also wanted to thank everyone for subscribing to my channel. I noticed last time I mentioned that I wasn't getting a lot of subscribers. All of a sudden, I got a bunch of subscribers. So I do appreciate it. I'm trying to, for my first month of making videos, I'm trying to break the 50 number. So again, if you see this video and you think it's cool, it's helpful, or you want to join me on my journey on figuring out how to work with these birds, just subscribe and leave me comments. Definitely leave lots of comments, and you could help me figure out what I'm doing wrong, or help me not make mistakes that I'm sure I'm gonna make. So it could be a learning experience. So again, if you do get an opportunity and you like the video, do subscribe, like, share. Let's get a couple of people involved in this and in this journey, and hopefully everyone will help with my learning process. All right, until next time. Also, it's the end of the year, so season's greetings, and have a safe new year. But I should have another video out Thursday, and then I'll be back making more videos the following year. All right, thanks again. Bye.